Okay, I am back. Welcome to Cherie's weight loss journey. I don't know, it's already 77 degrees. I feel weird about even coming out here in this hot weather, but I really gotta find me a wig. I gotta find me a wig. And I'm gonna go over here to Mesquite and see if I can find me a wig and then see if, there's any, shopping to do around there. I think I got one thing wrong about DoorDash, right? The red card that they had issued me was a red card that I could actually shop with. This is one of the things that I don't like about, these online, I guess automated type of AI no customer service contact type of situations. Like what? So I believe I deserved, to have that time off. I don't have no problems with, taking the time off, as long as it doesn't have me stressing about money, right? We don't want to be stressing about money. So we were out earlier today, and I found out that, oh my gosh, I had released 2 videos thinking that I had posted, right? But they were set on private. So anyway, I had to download those videos off of private along with, the videos that I have made today so far, right? What else? I'm really not liking this hair. Now, I know I can take care of it if, I had just put a little effort to it. But for whatever reason, I don't have the effort. I did do a coat of primer paint. So I feel like, at least I did something a little productive. I'm just a little bit upset that we went from cold to hot, right? It would have been nice to have like April and May where the temperatures was like in the 60s and 70s, and that would make, these rental projects that I have been wanting to do a lot easier, instead of it being just like boom, already, like yesterday. I think yesterday we got a high of 85 or something like that. And, in my book, that's pretty hot, because I had to sit up underneath I had to sit up underneath the fan, for, a lot of the afternoon. It's like, what the hell, So, and it hasn't always been like this. I don't remember it being like this. I remember it having seasons. That was one of the reasons why I liked it here. I was like, yes, I like it here. It reminded me of Seattle. Seattle also has the seasons, right? But for whatever reason, Texas wants to just get rid of spring altogether. And it's like, what? And I don't think that that's cool, because there's a lot of plants and flowers and gardens that, start to bloom in spring. A lot of plants, they cannot just take, exposure to extreme heat like right away. They just can't. So I don't know what the hell, the social engineers are thinking when, I don't know if they've extended the winter for too long. Maybe we were supposed to have our springtime, like in February and April, but they wanted to extend the winter because they love the cold. I don't know, but trying to put cold weather where it's hot, I think that's just a setup for, horrible tornadoes and, different plant ecology, and, it's like, what are you thinking? But at least we did get the Texas bluebonnets. They're here, although they don't look as healthy as they used to. There is definitely a tightness about the flower itself. It's tight, I don't remember them being, that shut. I thought they blossomed open a little bit more. I could be wrong. Oh my gosh, they got a whole big delivery of mulch. And I do need to put mulch down. For sure. I decided to go pretty casual today with my white t-shirt. I think I got like maybe 1 or 2 white t-shirts. I want to get me some more just plain old white t-shirts, because this heat is just, it's calling on it. And if it's just plain white, I don't have to worry about matching it to anything. It just be white. Apart from that, I did go into a carb coma after eating that breakfast Baconator. Although it didn't have as much bacon as I remembered it. I remember they used to really stack on the bacon. But it really just had like 2 pieces of bacon cut in half, and they put one on top of the sausage and one on the bottom of the sausage, and cheese and some egg. And and one of those buns, what I should have did was I should have gave the bun to Snoopy, because that's what I could have did without. That's not settling in my stomach very well. Okay, so the next holiday is Cinco de Mayo. And Cinco de Mayo celebrations is probably not even going to be on Cinco. It's going to be on the 3rd. So, like I said, I'm going over here to see if I can, find this wig that I'm looking for that's going to make me feel like sunny. Because the wigs that I have, they're not making me feel sunny. They're just not. So, I know what I have in my mind. It's just, can I find one? Can I find one? See, there's a beauty and beyond there. So I'm going to go down here, and if I don't see it there, I'm going to try it over here. Oh, there's another beauty store over here that I don't think I ever been to. So there's like 3 of them right over here in this vicinity. So, yeah, we're on a hunt. We're on a mission. What else? So, yeah, earlier today, I talked about the deacons. Because like I said, there are layers to this. And, it's, you only really understand it if you can actually, paraphrase it or restate it, or actually the best understanding is really being able to teach it. However, there are people out here that will act like they're teaching you something, but they're misinforming you. And we see that all the time. All the time. And that's where, those are the people that don't know what they don't know. Period. And, I've been, trying to figure out, is there something out there that, I would like to learn? I know one of the things I would like to learn is how to edit, recordings. I do want to know how to edit recordings, but I don't want to have to pay for software. I want to be able to edit on free software. That's a nice van. A Nissan NV3 3500 HD SL. That is a nice van. It's a nice size anyway. It's big. It's got windows all around. But like I said, there was a time, I was considering, maybe we're, getting in a van might be a plan. Until, I started, seeing that, that plan might not be the best of plans because of all of the homelessness and all of the criminal behavior. That is a nice van. It is. It is a really nice van. Now that would be a van that would make a very nice, conversion to a homestead. I mean, not a homestead, but to a RV. Say waxing, threading, lashes. Yeah. Let's see. Where can I park? I can park. I can actually park pretty close to the building. Yep, I can actually park pretty close to the building. Okay, hold on.